Upon how the state of California has been handling the gun violence restraining orders, the failure to properly store the guns usually leads to criminal charges.
Noon tonight, we are hearing from San Diego County's former district attorney about the temporary gun violence restraining order issued to the husband of missing Chula Vista mother, Maya Millete. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Steve Atkinson.
And I'm Kimberly Hunt. ABC 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala breaks down what we have learned so far and how this could be tied to the search warrant at the home Friday.
As the search for missing Chula Vista mother Maya Millete continues, we're learning more about this May 5th temporary gun violence restraining order issued to husband Larry Millete. The order lists 9 registered firearms and another 14 guns with unknown serial numbers, all reportedly belonging to Larry. It states there are a couple of photos of a kitchen table with a cache of 16 firearms, 4 U.S. passports, a government ID card, several high-capacity magazines, and hundreds of rounds of ammunition. And that one of the photos depicted Millete's son, approximately 4 years old, standing on the table surrounded by the legal and illegal guns and ammo. The order states the child had immediate access to the weapons, creating a potential extreme danger to that child and those physically present at the home. The Milletes have a total of 3 children.
When someone has a restraining order, they're not permitted to have guns until a temporary restraining order is resolved by a judge. And by not permitted, it means you have to give the guns to the sheriff or you have to give them to a gun dealer where they can be stored safely. Apparently, that was not done in this case.
Former San Diego County District Attorney Paul Finks, who's now a defense lawyer involved in some of the county's highest profile cases, says while we still don't know, it wouldn't be surprising if investigators removed guns from the home as they executed that second search warrant on Friday. He says criminal charges are likely on the way.
And I suspect it's highly likely there'll be criminal charges for the non-compliance with the restraining order. But those criminal charges will be unrelated to the disappearance or the potential homicide.
As far as the picture of a child surrounded by guns,
that's a pretty thin thread upon which to remove children from a home, because no one knows if the guns were loaded or the 4-year-old would just pose there for a second.
In response to an ABC 10 News reporter's questions, Larry Millete wrote in part, "All my firearms were purchased legally. I'm a law-abiding citizen and veteran. My rights have been violated numerous times, especially my Second and Fourth Amendments." He sent more messages, including, "I would like to add that I have shown no aggression or posed no risk that would prohibit me to owning or possessing firearms. It's our constitutional right as Americans." After the search warrant in January, Millete reportedly told officers he knew they were coming for his firearms and gave multiple to his friends, but refused to give their names.
I've had a number of clients who've had these gun violence restraining orders enforced when they improperly gave the guns to a relative in a gun safe or something like that, and they were charged criminally.
Mimi Alcala, ABC 10 News.
Meanwhile, as Maya's family awaits any investigative updates from police, they have now been assigned a victim advocate from the Cold Case Foundation.
And oftentimes victim families are lost, they're confused in the process, they're not sure what's going on in the case. And so they kind of need an advocate to come alongside and let them know either the case is going well, everything is happening, you just got to be patient, or hey, do you have any questions you want me to take to the police, and see if they can answer it for you.
Josephine Wenzel is working as a liaison between police and Maya's family. Maya's family has called for more answers in her case, as police say they can't publicly release sensitive investigative updates. Wenzel got involved with the Cold Case Foundation recently, but was a police detective in the past. Her daughter, Crystal Mitchell, was murdered in San Diego back in 2016. The accused killer has never been found. Wenzel has spent years searching for him. She now helps families with their missing loved ones, hoping to give them strength as investigators do their jobs.